Good morning, student. Beta, today here we discuss about some disease which is very common in our continent, our Asia and Africa. Okay, so here this is a picture of polio. Okay, so polio is a contagious viral illness that it most severe from cause nerve injury leading to paralysis, difficulty breathing, and sometimes it also cause death. If we talk about in the US, the last case of naturally occurring polio was in 1979. Today, despite a worldwide effort to wipe out polio, polio virus continues to affect children and adults in part of Asia and Africa. Okay, so the center of the disease and control and prevention advise taking precautions to protect yourself from polio. If you are traveling anywhere, there is a risk of polio. Adults who have been vaccinated who plan to travel in an area where polio is occurring should receive a booster dose of inactivated polio virus. So now we just talk about the symptoms. So polio can cause paralysis and death. The majority of people who are infected with the virus don't get sick and are not aware they have been infected. But the symptom of polio are we divided into two forms: non-paralytic polio and paralytic syndrome. Okay, so non-paralytic polio means some people who develop symptoms from the polio virus contract a type of polio that does not lead to paralysis. This usually causes same mild flu-like sign and symptoms like fever, sore throat, headache, okay, vomiting, fatigue, back pain, or neck pain, okay. And if you talk about paralytic syndrome, that this most serious form of the disease is rare. Initial sign and symptoms of paralytic polio such as fever and headache often mimic those of non-paralytic polio, like loss of reflexes, loss of floppy limbs, severe muscle ache or weakness. It is a sign of paralytic syndrome. Post-polio syndrome is a cluster of disabling signs and symptoms that affect some people year after year having polio. Like the most common symptoms of this is muscles and joint weakness, fatigue, muscle wasting, breathing or swallowing problem, decrease tolerance of cold temperature. Okay, and when to see a doctor, uh, your child has not call if you call your doctor, if your child hasn't completed the vaccine series, your child has an allergic reaction to the polio virus, or your child has problem other than a mild redness or soreness at the vaccine injection site, or you had a polio year ago and are now having unexplained weakness and fatigue. So polio virus can be transmitted through direct contact with someone infected with the virus, or less commonly through contaminated food and water. People carrying the polio virus can spread the virus for weeks in their faces. People who have the virus but don't have symptoms can pass the virus to the other. Okay, complication is only on paralytic polio can lead to temporary or permanent muscle paralysis, disability, and deformities and death also. Prevention is that you have to take vaccination. Polio vaccine. Most children in the United States receive 4 doses of inactive poliovirus IPV at age 2 months, 4 months, 6 to 18 months. Even in India, there is polio vaccine given to in Anganwadi Kendra. So polio virus in India is ratio is very low, because here polio vaccine is given to the children through Anganwadi, and this was a free services from the government. Okay, so this is all about that. Polio is now years treated by vaccination. Okay, now here if we talk about the second disease, this is here we go. Next one is hepatitis. Okay, I think you all have heard about this disease, and you also take vaccination of this. Okay, so this is hepatitis. If we talk about hepatitis, that first question is raised on your mind, that what is hepatitis. So hepatitis refer to an inflammatory condition of the liver. It's commonly caused by a viral infection, but there are other possible causes of hepatitis. These include autoimmune hepatitis and hepatitis that occur as secondary result of medication, drugs, toxins, and alcohol. Autoimmune hepatitis is a disease that occurs when your body makes antibodies against your liver tissue. So your liver is located in the right upper area of your abdomen. It perform many critical function and that affect metabolism through your body, including like bile production, which is essential to digestion, filtering of toxins from your body, excretion of bilirubin. Bilirubin, a product of broken down of red blood cells, cholesterol, hormone, and drugs, breakdown of carbohydrate and fat and vitamins, protein, activation of enzyme also. So according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, um, approximately 4.4 million Americans can currently living with chronic hepatitis B and C. More many people don't even know that they have hepatitis. So treatment option vary depending on which type of hepatitis you have. You can prevent some form of hepatitis through the immunization of lifestyle precautions also. So the five type of viral hepatitis is that hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. A different virus is responsible for each type of viral transmitted disease. So here we talk about only hepatitis B. Okay, hepatitis B is transmitted through contact with infectious body fluids such as blood, vaginal secretion, semen containing the hepatitis B virus, injecting drug use and having sex with an infected partner, or sharing razor with an infected person. These all increase your risk to getting hepatitis B. It's estimated by the CDC that 1.2 million people in the United States and 350 people worldwide live in this chronic disease. Okay, so the treatment of this, that only you have to take vaccination. Okay, so and if you talk about common symptoms of hepatitis, that fatigue, flu-like symptom, dark urine, loss of appetite, unexplained weight loss. These all are the symptoms of hepatitis. And diagnose that to diagnose hepatitis, first your doctor will take your history to determine any risk factor you may have, or infectious or non-infectious hepatitis. And during physical examination, your doctor may press down gently on your abdomen to see if there pain or tiredness. Your doctor may also feel to see if your liver is enlarged. If your skin or eye are yellow, your doctor will note this during the examination of your body. Okay, other tests like liver function test, other blood test, or ultrasound, liver biopsy, these are all the diagnosed form. Treatment option are determined by which type of hepatitis you have and whether the infection is acute or chronic also. So hepatitis B doesn't require specific treatment. Chronic hepatitis B is treated with antiviral medication. This is form of treatment can be costly because it may be continue for several months or year. Okay, so this is all about your hepatitis, and always I said that preventing is like hygiene. If you want to be protect yourself, you have to be get follow hygiene. Okay, uh, hygiene, vaccination, all are the prevention forms. Now here we go, our next and very important, I hope you all are aware about it, because today we are not get together, we are not get as like we as in early year. This is the coronavirus. Okay, coronavirus means I mean COVID-19 affect different people in different ways. The most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. But common symptoms of this is fever, dry cough, tiredness, and less common symptoms like aches and pain, sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, loss of taste or smell, and the serious symptoms like the loss of speech or movement, chest pain, difficulty in breathing. So seek immediate medical attention if you have any symptoms. Always call before visiting your doctor or healthy facilities. People with mild symptoms who are otherwise healthy should manage their symptoms at home. On average, it takes 5 to 6 days from when someone is infected with the virus. Okay, so this is all about coronavirus. We also talk that you have to be follow the protocol of coronavirus. Okay, so sorry, this is all about your today's lecture. You have to be also make notes on all of the topics, and after that we have to be take some questions related to these topics which we have done. Okay, thank you.